Right now, many people around the world feel like they're living through increasingly chaotic times. Global tensions are rising, public discourse is more combative, and systems that once felt stable are under pressure. And when the world feels like that, it's natural to ask a bigger question: what actually holds? The answer may be simpler and older than we realize. We usually talk about integrity as if it were a moral quality, something about honesty, something about doing the right thing, a virtue that people should try to practice. But integrity is actually something much deeper than that. Integrity is structural. The word comes from the Latin integer, meaning whole, untouched, undivided. In mathematics, an integer isn't a fraction, it stands complete. Integrity describes the same condition in human systems. Thoughts, words, and actions aligned in an upstanding place. No internal fracture, no contradiction hidden beneath the surface. And this matters more than it might first appear, because when your beliefs, words, and behavior point in different directions, not just logically but also emotionally, an enormous amount of energy is spent managing the conflict. A structure that is internally divided cannot carry external weight, and the same is true for people. This isn't philosophy, it's physics. As the architect Frank Lloyd Wright once observed, form and function are one. The way something is structured determines how it behaves. Think about timber. Two beams may look identical at first glance. Same size, same polish, same place in the frame of a house. But one beam is solid, the other has slowly been hollowed by termites. For a while, both appear functional, both carry weight, both hold their place, but eventually the compromised beam reveals itself. The collapse is not sudden, it was scheduled the moment the internal structure began to disappear. Corruption works the same way. Corruption is not merely bad behavior, it's structural fragmentation. It's choosing materials that appear strong on the outside but are already compromised within. You can paint over rot, you can stage it, you can PR it, you can even live in it for a time, but load reveals design. Integrity, by contrast, is load-bearing. It demands more intention at the beginning because it requires alignment between thought, word, and action. But once that alignment is established, something powerful happens. Your energy stops leaking sideways. You stop wasting effort maintaining appearances or defending contradictions. Integrity doesn't argue with itself, it simply holds. Marcus Aurelius captured this beautifully when he wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one." And ancient architecture offers a powerful reminder of this principle. The Great Pyramid of Giza has stood for more than 4,000 years. No steel reinforcement, no cranes, no modern adhesives, yet it remains. Why? Not because it was morally superior, because it was engineered in obedience to reality. Weight distributed correctly, geometry respected, compression understood. The Parthenon still stands after explosions, looting, and centuries of exposure. The Roman Colosseum, though partially dismantled and shaken by earthquakes, remains recognizable nearly 2,000 years later. While the ancient Greeks sometimes carved human figures to serve as columns, these statues, known as caryatids, literally carried the weight of the temple above them. It's a powerful image, human form becoming structure, character becoming architecture. These structures endure for one reason: their forces resolve inward. Load is distributed intelligently, stress is redirected rather than resisted. Buildings do not collapse because they are immoral, they collapse because they are structurally unsound. And the same principle applies to human systems. 2,000 years ago, the Roman architect Vitruvius described the ingredients of enduring architecture in a remarkably simple formula: firmness, commodity, and delight. Firmness means the structure can carry weight. Commodity means it serves life, and delight means it uplifts the human spirit. The same pattern appears in the architecture of a human life. Firmness becomes integrity, the internal coherence that allows a person to remain upstanding, set boundaries, and withstand outside influences without fracturing. Commodity becomes purpose, the ability to participate meaningfully in the world rather than simply consuming it. And delight becomes love, connection, and vitality, the emotional signal that life force is flowing through the structure rather than being blocked by it. When these three elements align, something remarkable happens. Life becomes lighter to carry, not because challenges disappear, but because your internal structure can hold them. Vitruvius was writing about temples and amphitheatres, but his inspired formula may also have been describing the architecture of the human soul. Integrity then is structural coherence. Corruption is structural fragmentation. The word corruption itself comes from the Latin corrumpere, meaning to break apart from within. Corruption means disintegration. Integrity means wholeness. This isn't simply about good versus bad, it's about whole versus divided. And this difference becomes most visible under pressure. Abraham Lincoln famously warned that a house divided against itself cannot stand. The language sounds moral, but it's actually architectural. A structure, a society, or an individual fighting itself eventually collapses. Pressure always reveals design. A person built on performance collapses under scrutiny. A person built on alignment bends and redistributes. Integrity then is not about appearing good, it's about becoming whole enough to withstand pressure. No energy wasted fighting internally, no energy spent masking contradiction. This is what ancient language called character and substance. The word substance comes from the Latin substantia, meaning that which stands under. Substance is what carries weight beneath the surface, and character is what holds when the pressure arrives. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "The ultimate measure of a man is not where he stands in moments of comfort and convenience, but where he stands at times of challenge and controversy." Notice the language here: measure, stand, challenge. Even here, the vocabulary of character is the vocabulary of structure. Integrity is what allows something to stand when the load increases, because in the end, time and circumstance applies pressure to everything, and only structures built in alignment with integrity are still standing when it does. If you're interested in reading more, my full work, The Book of Revolution, is available globally now.